Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Boys, the podcast where we talk about a show from the 90s, or is it the 80s? I don't even know. Second season of Dragon Ball.
One of those.
Yeah.
I didn't even know which is the season, because it's just, when I just look up the whole list, it's just 1 to 200 something. I can't even tell.
Yeah, the only good way to find out is to go on IMDb, I guess, so.
True, yeah.
Second season, we've got finally the training with Master Roshi, so what did you think?
I thought it was pretty interesting. I had no idea where it was going to go from the get-go, and honestly, I was actually really into it in the last few episodes. It really actually had me going, especially at the very end of the tournament.
Yeah, you finally had your questions answered about how to deal with the big King Kong shape form. Yes, transformation.
Yeah, blow up the entire moon. My God.
Yeah, did you think that Master Roshi could blow up the moon at any point, huh? I bet you didn't see that one coming.
I mean, he blew up a mountain, but probably not.
Yeah, no, it barely even phased him that his energy had to go through outer space.
Yeah, really. I mean, I love how just that nonchalantly happens, and then the announcer just kind of gets upset about it, but then Master Roshi just basically says, screw you, whatever. It's like, I don't care, the moon's gone. Tell me now, does that ever come back? Does his, big King Kong form ever come back? Or is just the moon gone for the rest of the 30-year run the series has had?
Maybe it only comes back in Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, so it is established then in another series then, right? So it doesn't just vanish and is forgotten completely?
Oh yeah, they use it a lot in C. His child has a tail,
okay.
and then you can imagine the horror.
Oh, man. But yeah, that's great. I find it really hilarious how Goku essentially just trained up and is already the most powerful hero in his world at this point, 28 episodes into a 200 episode series.
Well, I mean, he's barely able to defeat Master Roshi. In fact, did he? I don't know. He probably didn't, right?
He didn't, actually.
Well, there you go. He's not even the most powerful yet. He's defeated by an old man.
Master Roshi said something along the lines of, they're already at the... he and Krillin or whatever are already at the top of their... the peak of the martial arts world, and that he only entered the tournament himself to essentially make sure they didn't win, so they didn't just feel bored that they were so good and then quit.
Damn, what a nice guy, huh? Just doing all that for them. Well, you see, the martial arts tournament sure would be easy to win if you have just crazy energy attacks, don't you think?
Yeah, no, I definitely think there are going to be more people coming that are going to be way more powerful. I don't think this is the peak of Goku's training.
Of course not.
But at the same time, I still am curious, is there any reason why where are all these very powerful people if none of them showed up to the fighting tournament, which is supposedly the most, the biggest martial arts tournament in that world?
Well, in a few seasons, I guess we'll see about the Crane School of Martial Arts, and they were just too lazy to attend the tournament, I guess, or maybe they were just written in at the last moment. Who knows?
They're like, oh dang it, Goku's already at his peak in episode 28. We need to write in more people for him to fight, otherwise it's going to end pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, there's always random stuff coming in to fight Goku, I guess. Pretty good with that. So how did you like the idea that we could just work menial labor and become the best ever? How do you like that idea of picking ourselves up by the bootstraps with the highest degree of power?
I just thought that was pretty funny. I'm just thinking about, just it reminded me of the whole One Punch Man thing where it's just, ultimate power. I mean, Goku and Krillin weren't going through minimal effort. That was hardcore training that would literally be impossible for any human, but at the same time, it wasn't fighting training, so I just thought that was pretty funny how it's just, well, you're good.
Hey, Krillin and Roshi are both just regular humans, okay? Anyone can do it, you just gotta work hard. And whenever the socialists tell you that you should be having less work time, they're just wanting to keep you down so you don't become the world's martial arts champion, That's all that's happening there. What a wholesome message to a show, huh? Just they're gonna deliver 1,000,000 cartons of milk before breakfast and plow 1,000 fields with your bare hands, and you'll be the best there ever was.
I don't know why, but I just cracked up with the line that Krillin says, he's like I have no like my fingernails are gone, like the first time they do it.
Yeah.
Like, every day for what? Like, I think that was 8 months or 7 months they did that.
I guess so, yeah. It's quite long. I mean, I assume that he would have just been really hardened the second time around.
Yeah. I love how, like, Roshi just told him at one point, oh, yeah, you push this rock and you'll be good. Like, if you push this giant rock, you will be... This is when I'll start teaching you fighting moves. And then they do it. A couple months later, he's like, oh, I didn't actually think they'd do it. I should have pointed a mountain or something.
Oh yeah, that's it. All the martial arts training is nothing compared to just pure strength training. Technique is meaningless, right?
I mean, to be fair, if we are talking about as strong as, Goku and Krillin apparently became, then maybe. I mean, like, if someone's super quick, super strong, and, and can take any blow, then can any amount of martial arts defeat them?
I guess we'll find out in the next tournament. No, actually.
I imagine so, yeah. I imagine there'll be plenty of other enemies that can take a blow and dish out a blow as well.
Yeah, I guess everyone actually has magical powers in order to even have a chance. Damn, what a shame.
Yeah, really. I love how in this universe they're just like, aliens and maybe not aliens. Well, not yet at least, but dinosaurs and just animal people are just things that exist and no one really acknowledges it. It just kind of happens. And there's old technology, new technology. The universe is very, very just weird, and there's not really any logic to it. And for that reason, I think it's hilarious that humans were the ones who dominated the tournament mostly.
Yeah, I guess it's weird that none of the dinosaurs show up except for that one. Wait, is he even in it?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of built-in advantages there that, would make it a little surprising that none of them would get further than the first round.
Well, there's no technique more powerful than just not washing yourself for your entire life. How did you like my most beloved character, Bacterion?
Just amazing.
And then we learned some more about anatomy, where it's like, you don't even have a nose, Krillin. What are you even worried about? And he's like, oh yeah, what, anything? And he just beats him, yeah.
That caught me so off guard when that happened. I just cracked up. I was like, that was a meta joke I did not see coming.
Yep, no fingernails, no nose. Now he's the ultimate fighter.
And Roshi was even more of a perv in this season than the last one. I did not see how that would be possible.
Oh yeah, you had the boys fetch all kinds of girlfriends for him. Didn't necessarily go so well. Or I guess he just wanted to get beaten up by pretty girls, I guess. I guess that works for him.
What was her name? Was it Launch, or was that her name?
Yeah, Launch is the girl that has the split personality.
I like how she just stuck around for the entire 8 months. Like, was she doing anything prior to then?
Oh, I think she sticks around for the entire series even, damn.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, considering she's so scatterbrained, I guess there's not really much that she can do. She just sneezes and then she becomes evil. It's probably the safest place for her is with these powerful martial artists that can actually fight her long enough so she can sneeze again.
Well, can they? Because they haven't succeeded so far.
I mean, they can. It's just that Master Roshi never wants to fight a woman. And she shoots bullets at them, but bullets don't do anything. They just hurt. So that's why they're all scared, because they think, oh, it's going to hurt slightly. Damn, you got to watch out for those bullets.
Surprised Master Roshi just doesn't sneak the guns away while she's, or just ask her while she's in her nice form. Just, hey, can you hand over the guns so, next time you turn evil, you don't just, try to kill us all? I mean, I'm not trying to demand actual logic. I think it's funny that she just pulls out of guns from nowhere, but...
Yeah, she really does, doesn't she? She just gets them from anywhere. Where are they even?
She pulls it out of under her pillow for the first time.
Damn. Nobody knew she had those guns.
And the funny part is, the implication is she put the gun under her pillow when she was in her nice form.
I guess so.
It's like, well, gotta prep in case I get angry.
Yeah, in case that Roshi's up to no good again.
Well, I don't blame her for that.
So,
I mean, really, he was like sneaking under the table at one point and trying to just lift up her skirt. Like, jeez, Roshi, stop it.
Yeah, I mean, he could probably just ask if she's in her nice form. Damn, I mean, she'd probably be up for it.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, isn't she basically his wife at that point? I don't know. Just some roommates.
She sticks around for 8 months, does pretty much all the work for them while they're training, and doesn't ask anything in return. And I mean, she just have nowhere to go? That's what I'm curious. Like, what was she doing prior? Just robbing trains every time she sneezed? Like,
I mean, just nothing she could have done, because every time she sneezes, she kills whoever she's with, I guess.
Oh God, shouldn't become a teacher.
Beforehand, it was mostly just evil launch at the helm most of the time, I guess. And that's why we meet her robbing trains and stuff.
I guess. I mean,
another character saved by the community of martial arts.
Oh yeah, and when Roshi dresses them all in those, what would be the best way to describe those, I guess, dresses or whatever they were?
Oh God, I almost forgot about that one. Yeah. Well, was it bikinis or what? Damn.
It was like these, I won't say stripper things. It looked like it was kind of like that suit, that bunny suit that Bulma wore, except it wasn't a bunny suit. It was just kind of this frilly, like, scantily clad dress thing, I guess you would say.
Oh, pretty good that he had all those ready just for a joke. Perfect.
Yeah, like that's how like Oolong had the the bunny costume just in his RV or whatever it was.
Well, at least it's only one. He didn't have a whole collection of them. Man, I forgot that Oolong had that. Damn, he's at fault.
Well, still, you've got to question somebody who just has one of those sitting around, like.
He probably stole it,
God.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, he's the one who... Yeah, he had all those little girls enslaved. He probably made them dress up that. Oh, no.
I forgot about that. I just realized every protagonist is either a pervert or is, like, horrible around girls. Like, Goku and, what is his name? I keep forgetting.
Yamcha,
yeah. Yeah, they're both horrible around girls, and then, Krillin to some extent is a perv.
What?
Master Roshi is definitely one.
How is Krillin a perv? What did he do?
He had all the magazines, remember? And that's why he couldn't ride the cloud, because he was not.
But he brought those specifically to give them to Master Roshi. Come on. It had to be done.
He brought one of them to give to him, but he had the rest for himself, and he even said that the reason he couldn't ride the cloud was because he was not pure of heart because he kept reading those magazines.
Well, I thought it was because he didn't tell Master Roshi he had them.
Oh.
I mean, the cloud is
I guess that could be.
The cloud is a pretty high standard, though. No one else can ride them, only Goku.
Well, I think the pure of heart thing, like, is a pretty high standard in general because, like, I mean, it's... I think it'd be pretty overpowered if the cloud would accept anyone.
Well, it used to be, apparently. Apparently there were Nimbus clouds all around, but not anymore. People were too greedy.
Is that the backstory of that?
Yeah, I guess that's a bit of lore that we're gonna hear later, yeah.
Huh.
It's official lore.
Roshi could ride one, used to, apparently. 'cause he had the last one.
Before he became completely perverted. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
We see him in the past and he was still perverted then, so I don't know.
Weird. Did he just have the Nimbus cloud for emotional support?
He must have been able to ride it at some point. Well, I guess we'll get to that part. We see who gives out the Nimbus clouds, and we see what you have to do to get it. So, I guess you'll learn all about that. Damn.
Does the whole lore ever make total sense? Does it feel like one of those things in the end where it's just like, oh, everything was planned out from the beginning, or is it just explains some things and other things it just leaves completely open-ended?
I'll have to really see about that one. I mean, I don't remember much that's like completely crazy, but I guess there's a few things.
It goes on kind of that BoJack Horseman logic where just animal people exist, and it's not quite the same because there are just, normal animals and they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's exactly BoJack Horseman, you're right. That's exactly what it is.
But you know what I mean? It's not like literally just anthropomorphic animals. It's it's just everything. There's dinosaurs, there's mythical creatures, there's animal people, there's pretty much everything. And I know there doesn't always have to be a reason for it. It just seems like there's really no limit to what does and doesn't exist in this world, because there's like old time technology combined with new time, like the Dynapods or
Capsule
I feel
Corp.
like an idiot. I should remember this stuff by now.
Oh no. Maybe you should have watched it more recently.
I did. I watched the last 15 episodes last niit, but
no, I
mean unless you want me to brush up on the first couple before I...
No, we should have done them closer together, I guess, is what I meant.
Hey, you said a month, and it has been a month.
Oh no, did I? Damn.
You did. You could look back in the messages. You said we should do these every month, and I'm like, okay. And so I didn't mean to wait a month to watch all of them, but I feel like it would have been even harder to do this if I would have watched them over the span of the last month. If I would have watched them slowly, almost.
Oh no.
How many times have you watched this series, by the way?
Well, I've only seen the first one time, but now I've seen Dragon Ball Z twice, and I'm watching Dragon Ball GT. Man, can you believe that Dragon Ball GT, no one likes that one, but that's the one where he turns back into a child, Goku? That's pretty crazy, huh? Just suddenly he's a child again, and he goes on adventures with his granddaughter, who is slightly older than him now, apparently.
Oh, so Goku becomes a grandfather then? In the...
Oh, yeah. And
wow.
And then someone uses the evil Dragon Balls to wish him into a child. Yep.
The evil Dragon Balls, so there are multiple sets of them then.
Well, that's, I guess, been retconned.
Okay, yeah, you're right. We're getting a little bit too far
ahead.
Since
GT is not necessarily canon anymore. So we'll have to decide whether or not Goku goes on an adventure as a child again when he already has a granddaughter or not. Crazy adventures in space.
How many Dragon Ball related shows are there exactly?
Well, I guess there's about 4. So there's normal Dragon Ball, there's C, and then there's GT, and then there's Super, and Super has retconned GT out of it, I guess.
What about Dragon Ball Z? Didn't that one?
That one comes right after Dragon Ball. It's where Goku has grown up and he has a kid, and then aliens attack.
Yeah, it's just I'm very curious where it's all gonna go. How many episodes in total, I guess, are there between all four of those series?
Well, it must be at least 600, I guess. It's pretty crazy. Probably more.
Yeah. I'm just so curious where this whole story is gonna go, because in the span of 28 episodes, all right, the show about really tough kid named Goku, who's looking for Dragon Balls essentially to make a wish. So far, he's found the Dragon Balls and has become, at least within the story itself so far, the toughest character, almost beating Master Roshi, who's supposedly the best master on Earth, or whatever planet they're on. But So it just boggles my mind that there's 200 episodes more because I'm very curious where it's gonna go. You know.
Isn't there only 150 in Dragon Ball regular?
I thought there were like at least 220. Like I saw up until 200.
Damn. Let me check real quick. Damn. But yeah, I guess there's quite a lot. No, it says 150. Damn.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Oh, my bad. Then.
Well, I guess
I don't know.
So look at Dragon Ball Z or something. No, wait, that one has 350.
Maybe. I mean, I'm curious. I'll maybe. I'll click and see what episode because I know there is an episode 200 on so I'll probably look up. I'll just go right at episode 200 and see what it even is. Maybe it's the next series.
Well, I would never go to a pirate website, but I'm sure there's only like 150 on there as well.
Oh, totally. Yeah, totally. I'm not going to any sketchy site at all to watch. No.
No, you just check the number there, that's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, Goku would not appreciate...
No illegal activities going on here. Shh.
Goku would not appreciate any piracy. He would be very cross. Well, actually, I guess he's pretty forgiving of minor infractions.
He wouldn't even know what piracy is. He doesn't even know what TV is.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, because I guess in GT he actually has all his knowledge again, so he's just like a child again, but he knows a lot of stuff. The best version of himself. Oh, damn. Alright, so what else happened? Let's see.
Well, should I just say exactly kind of what I was thinking as the tournament was playing out?
Yeah.
Because when the tournament was going, my first thing was like, okay, what's going to happen is, they're all going to make it past the elimination round. And then I was just thinking, Goku's going to win every fight and get to the final match. And I figured that, Roshi was gonna just beat everyone he came across. But I was figuring that either it was a toss up to me between whether or not Roshi would just like I didn't think he would let Krillin win, but I was kind of curious what would happen if Krillin and Goku faced off, I guess.
Oh, didn't they this time? I guess we'll see that soon.
No, they didn't actually, but yeah, probably will soon enough.
I guess
that seems like the next step.
I guess we've seen them fight over that rock. and Goku just beat Krillin easily. But then Krillin outsmarts him.
Yeah, really. Goku. Is there any reason, you don't have to tell me what it is, but is there any reason he is as strong as he is, even pre-training? Like, is there any reason he's just this insane fighter from the very start?
Well, yeah, there's a pretty good reason. He's an alien space warrior who was sent to Earth to destroy it, but then, oh no, he was actually turned good somehow by his loving grandfather. Could you imagine?
Oh, so is that the reason then?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna spoil it. I guess I'll spoil this here a little bit, but apparently the Saiyans, which is the race that he is, they actually just go to planets, kill everyone, and then sell the planet, and they do that all over. And that's why he was sent to Earth, so he would kill everyone, and then they would sell the planet.
So they send one person to take care of everything on each planet?
One baby? Because that's how strong they are. Well, a King Kong werewolf baby.
I mean, strength, sure, but efficiency, I think they're going to have to be docked a few points in that area.
Well, I mean, they couldn't have known that he would be the only person to be pure of heart. Come on, what's the chance? If you're a race of space pirates that kills and genocides planets, and then you send out your baby and it's pure of heart for some reason. How does that even work? Damn.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, you're really gonna love Dragon Ball Z when all this is explained. This is so good, damn it. Can't wait to watch Dragon Ball Z with you. Just gonna get through these ones.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking in the tournament the whole time it was going, I was just wondering what would happen between Roshi and Goku. I didn't think it would be as close of a fight as it was, because I kind of figured that there would be more training that Goku would have to do. I mean, it's kind of become a joke at this point about how much he masters everything so quickly. Like, I think Roshi said something like like one of the moves took 50 years for him to master. What was it again?
The Kamehameha wave, damn it.
I'm sorry. I have it messed up in my head because all I think about when I think of that is Chris Chan's interpretation, which was the Kursi-ha-mi-ha, you know?
Oh no, you've been spoiled by the internet. No.
But the Kamehameha wave is tainted in my mind because every time I think of it, I just think of Chris Chan just screaming at his teacher who he did that to once, but...
Well, damn, every time you have fond memories of Chris Chan associated, damn, what will you do? Did you ever end up making a video on Chris Chan?
Most overused topic ever.
Well, did you?
Yeah. I mentioned him in one, I think, but I actually haven't made one on him.
Okay. Damn, why are you even deep in the lore if you're not even going to make a video? Damn.
I don't know. It's interesting.
You gotta step up your game.
Deep into it.
You gotta step up your game and find a niche angle of how Chris Chan is interesting in a way that no one would expect.
Chris Chan's everything about Chris Chan is niche.
Oh no. I thought he was just everyone's favorite long cow on the internet, damn. Guess
he is, but he's got so many weird, like... He's like if everyone was put in some kind of a... It's like he's like the worst traits of every human being possible were put in a blender. The worst traits and the most pathetic traits, I guess, and just mixed up and poured into a nice little smoothie that is Chris Chan. That's the way I describe it.
So you would see transgenderism as one of the worst traits in humanity, huh?
I mean, I believe that's what I said, isn't it?
Oh no.
In fact, I would... Never mind. I'm not even gonna... Not even for edge humor. I'm not even gonna touch this with a 10-foot pole. Screw it.
Do you really think Chris Chan is that bad? Damn.
Well, it's not that he's... Or she...
Oh shit, I did it too.
I haven't followed Chris Chan history in a long time, so I keep forgetting about the whole trans thing. But I'll just say she then. So I guess that she's like... She's not horrible, but there's a nice even dose of like every negative thing, even though it's not the worst of everything. It's more like a little bit of a teaspoon of every negative aspect of humanity was put into one. It's not like Chris Chan's the worst offender in any one of those categories, I guess, but I mean, you know.
I just wish that I had come up with the concept of Sonichu, even though I hate Sonic and Pokemon, but still, what a great concept. If only Chris Chan had some skill, it would be such a good universe mascot or whatever.
Chris Chan's life achievement is copyright infringement.
The best kind of copyright infringement.
Yeah,
Damn.
really.
I don't know, I thought it was legally safe.
Track.
Oh no. What were we talking about? Some kind of Dragon Balls?
I think so.
So Chris Chan had his Dragon Balls removed. Actually, I don't know. That's probably a bit much to assume. Oh no.
Actually, Chris Chan did... let's just say try some home remedies to, I guess, deal with that particular problem.
Whoa! Well, now you gotta explain. I gotta hear all about this.
All that happened was Chris Chan tried to get this piercing, and it turned into what Chris Chan called a vagina, but it wasn't. It wasn't one, but
what?
It looked like one, and that was the disturbing part because it. Yeah.
Oh no! Why do you know such things?
I don't seek out this information, but when you're in that whole crowd, you find it one way or the other. It's like it's not. Because it wasn't a vagina. It was basically just a stab wound. That's what it was. A very infected stab wound that Chris Chan was proud of. For
if only he was.
It was like they were like literally wanting to call the hospital because there was a legitimate chance that could kill him or kill her or whatever. I keep forgetting.
Man, bring him a sense of being. He needs to be healed. That's wow. I guess that went into a dark direction. Oh no.
Everything about Chris Chan goes into a dark direction. There's no good direction when Chris Chan comes up in conversation.
Oh, I guess so. Damn.
But yeah, what did you think? I'm just curious when you were watching, I guess, like, is there anything, I guess, like about how the tournament went that caught you off guard when you first saw it? Because I kind of, it followed kind of the beats I was thinking it would. It's just more, it leaves me wondering what's next because of the fact that Goku won in such a way where it's clear that he's like equally as powerful as Master Roshi.
Well, I don't know. He's only equally powerful if he actually uses his transformation, which he can't do anymore. So I don't know. I think we just had him.
He didn't actually end up doing that. He didn't actually even get to deal out a single blow to Master Roshi during that.
Yeah, but Master Roshi had to waste his entire energy on blowing up the moon. Come on.
Oh, true. Yeah, true.
Hey, if you have such a transformation, that's pretty OP. Surely
yeah, though Roshi wasn't exactly holding back before. Like,
well, apparently he was holding back enough to blow up the moon. Damn.
Yeah, true. You got me there.
And that's so early in Dragon Ball. I mean, later on they can all blow up planets easily, but damn, not like this. Roshi is too strong.
Whatever the alien species that Goku is a part of should just hire Roshi. Like, sounds like he's got things covered.
Oh,
he can blow up the entire moon just like that. What do they need Goku for?
Well, they definitely don't want to blow up the moon. They just want to kill all the humans.
Yeah, but if their goal is to kill everyone on a planet, I'm sure that Roshi could pull some trick out of his sleeve that would do everything.
Well, no, he couldn't because half the people are women, so he'd be powerless.
Oh, true, yeah.
I don't know. I guess I don't.
He hasn't resorted to holding the whole world hostage, and thus every woman has sex with him.
No, I don't know. I guess we don't know what he did between being young and being old. Maybe at one point he must have. Maybe that's why he can't ride on the cloud anymore. Damn.
Maybe that's why he was on that island. They're just like, get away from us.
Get him out of here. Damn. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't usually predict too much what's going to happen in a series because that usually ruins it to some extent. Because, I mean, when you predict it, it's like either they do what you said and then it's boring, or they don't do what you said and it's forced.
Well, it's not like I sat down and genuinely predicted it, but like as you watch, natural thoughts pop into your mind about what's going to happen next, and it was stretched out for so many episodes that even while I was just moving from one to the next, I was just curious. Like, I was trying to be like, okay, where's this going to go, I guess. And, I mean, I don't know. It kind of went, I don't know. I mean, as boring as it is to say, it did kind of go where I was expecting, but not in the way I expected, I guess. And I'm curious where it's going to go now. I mean, I know you said aliens show up and there's this whole group of people who weren't even involved in the tournament, but when the tournament is built up as being this is where all the best fighters in the world go, then it really leaves you wondering what's going to happen now that they basically just breeze through it, no problem.
Well, the other people, they show up to the tournament next time too.
Oh, I see.
I mean, maybe the tournament was more underground before. I mean, at least it was left alone by the supernatural people. But now that Roshi is gone, he's really invited everyone else who's got crazy powers to come there. Yeah, well, I don't know, I guess I just, try to not think about the ending as much as possible. I can enjoy it the most whenever.
Yeah, I get that. Though you still don't know. Like that's the thing is when you're watching it, like I don't think being right about it makes it boring because because it never plays out exactly the way you think. Like, I was just guessing generally who would win the tournament, not all the little details about it. Because I don't think I had any way of predicting the moon would blow up, so that definitely caught me off guard.
Oh, you didn't make a bingo and you had moon blowing up as one of them? Damn.
Actually, no, they were laying the seeds for it the whole time across the entire series, and I snapped right into my mind like 10 minutes before it happened. Those writers were thinking like it was all planned out from the beginning.
Well, the funny thing is that they blow up the moon again later, so that's a thing to look forward to.
So the implication being that the moon just comes back randomly, or is that a plot point in and of itself, like actually bringing the moon back?
I don't remember. I think they must have wished it back with the Dragon Balls. Yeah. But I guess it's too bad that the bunny guy who turned everyone into carrots is now dead. And killed by Master Roshi, who blew up the moon where he was banished to.
Oh, yeah! I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about it too. It's just that I heard it on the internet.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny.
He must die.
Hold on a minute. Also, this is gonna sound a little bit weird, but technically speaking, if Goku turns into King Kong every time he's in the presence of the full moon, I'm surprised he didn't turn into it while he was actually on the moon himself, and the whole thing was like full from his perspective.
Wait, Goku was on the moon?
Didn't he bring the rabbit guy there?
But didn't he just extend the pole to the moon?
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, I might be misremembering.
Well, I don't know if he had his tail at that point. Well, I guess he must have.
He did.
Damn.
Yeah, he did. He only lost it after he transformed in the ending of season 1.
Well, I don't know. I guess it doesn't happen if you're on the moon. It only happens if the moon is full, seeing from the Earth, huh? Who'd have guessed?
I genuinely have no idea what's going to happen next, both in the major plot and the little details, because when you have plot points like that where there's just this rabbit guy who is so threatening by turning everyone he touches into carrots, like what can you even say? There's basically nothing that could follow up that you would expect. Like how a series that has that in it, you can't predict it. There's like no way.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they don't do crazy stuff like that so much anymore. But then again, I guess there is a guy who turns people into candy and eats them, so I guess never mind. And that's like the final boss of Dragon Ball Z.
So there's one guy who turns people into rabbits and turns people into carrots and eats them. Well, not necessarily eats them, but he threatened to at one point during that fight. But and then there's another guy who turns people into candy by touching them. Yeah,
but he's a big baby, so he actually just eats them without any thought. So he's even more monstrous.
Oh wow!
Oh, you gotta wait for that one, even though it's gonna be 500 episodes from now, but it's gonna be great. You'll see.
Oh man.
Oh boy. So did you see?
I'm just curious.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if Master Roshi had somehow aimed at the moon and missed with his, the Kamehameha wave, would he just destroy some random alien planet if aliens are a thing in this series?
Well, I mean, if you know how space works, then probably not. But
yeah, but it's bound to hit something eventually, and depending on how common, if it's one of those things where aliens are everywhere, like in some of these, like in some series, then it's more likely than in other cases.
Well, yeah, but those waves surely don't have power forever. Eventually, they'll be weak.
Well, they do in space.
Well, they'd still...
because there's nothing to wear it down. And if you're dealing with something that can control them, that could blow up the moon, then it would be quite a while before that thing would die out.
Well, space is quite big, you know.
Yeah, but there's also no. I mean, I guess there's. There's nothing to actually slow it down. Never mind. I'm just thinking way too conceptual here.
How long does it take from light to travel to the moon? I should know this. I think it's 5 minutes from the Earth from the sun to the Earth, right? Damn.
Maybe I mean, the moon is a lot closer to the Earth than the Earth is to the sun. So
I wonder if
it's. Say,
is it 10 seconds? Damn.
Maybe, I don't know.
I guess he broke the light speed barrier when he blew up the moon as well, because it was instant. Damn, yeah, maybe he could have blown up something else. You're right. Damn. It would have just gone.
Well, he definitely blew up the rabbit guy. We know that much.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you think about it that way, then I guess there must be random planets blowing up all the time. Holy shit.
I just mean if all it takes is one Kamehameha wave to blow up the moon, then there's bound to be lots of shit happening.
Yeah, they shoot all of things that just miss, and then they just go off into space. Well, actually, most of the time that stuff that misses just ends up exploding, and then it's like it explodes way outside, way in space, but it didn't go infinitely. So I guess we're lucky with that one.
I mean, that's. I still don't know if that's how that works, but I mean, we are dealing with Dragon Ball here, so I really don't think. I don't think it's fair to subject the Kamehameha wave to laws of physics.
Oh man.
Even though it took him 50 years to master, imagine if someone could just blow up the moon, those 50 years of hard labor and just done.
Yeah, I mean, Roshi could be blowing up planets all the time just from Earth. Imagine. The tyrant of space.
The tyrant of space hasn't even left his island yet.
It doesn't need to.
He just shoots from his little hut in the island.
The turtle hermit destroys the universe.
You imagine the universe's greatest villain being a man named the Turtle Hermit, whose weakness is just attractive women.
That's why he must blow up the world, so there's no women to distract him.
There's no women, he has no weakness, and he wins.
Everyone's dead, and he wins. Oh no.
I kind of almost thought during the tournament, because there was that attractive woman who was, I don't remember her name, she's only in one episode, but I kind of thought that Roshi might have been paired with her at one point, and that's how he would get out of the tournament, and then Krillin and Goku would face each other. That was kind of one thought that came to my mind, but it never did end up happening, and it was that was kind of for the better, in my opinion. That would have been kind of a cop-out if if Roshi would have just been knocked out of things just because of that weakness, you know?
Well, he definitely fights a woman at some point in a tournament, so get ready to guess what will happen there.
I don't mean to just keep trying to, what's going to happen. I do like the mystery of it. I just, between episodes, the thoughts do come to your mind about, when there's this, it's the tournament, who's going to come out on top. The thought crosses my mind.
Yep. So what did you think overall? Are you happy to continue watching all of Dragon Ball?
Overall, I thought it was really good. I am really interested to see where it goes next. I'll admit, in the very first couple episodes of this season, it wasn't too gripping. It was just kind of, training with Roshi and it being, hard labor and stuff like that. And that went on for, a couple episodes and everything. But towards the tournament, as that kept going on, I was actually, really, really invested. And I kept watching episode after episode after episode. And the time just flew by because I was just like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And I was really hyped by the end of it. And I will say the finale of that season kind of stretched out quite a ways. The fight between Roshi and Goku lasted, in my opinion, too long. I feel like it could have felt just as, dramatic and as good of a payoff if it was a little bit shorter. But I'm not complaining at all because it was done insanely well, in my opinion, and I quite enjoyed it.
Oh no, fights are only gonna take longer and longer from now on.
I mean, that fight was like 4 episodes though. Like,
well, I'm seeing is
it really?
I think there's fights that take like 20 episodes in Dragon Ball Z.
Really? Like, you don't mean like a villain that takes 20 episodes. You mean like they're right next to each other, fighting back and forth for 20 episodes, like no breaks, just.
I mean, I feel like that's what happened. I mean, there were different characters that were trying to help, and then he defeats one character and he has to fight another character, but it's still the villain who's fighting them one by one.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, the whole universe is just based on people fighting each other one by one, and most of the time they don't even consider having.
Is it that much of a stretch from reality though, in that way? I said, is it that far of a stretch from reality in that way? Because, our universe is basically based on people fighting each other back and forth over and over again.
Well, I don't know. Usually you'd have armies, but it's just like single people doing it. Damn. Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, I guess
Dragon Ball is all just it's all a political allegory for the for just the fact that everyone fights over and over again. It was actually a political satire this entire time.
Oh my god. Well, I guess it's I guess it's just interesting that when there's like a group of villains and then they come to Earth and then they're like, okay, you fight him and then I fight that guy and then we fight and then I fight who is the winner. I think it's just such a bizarre concept, and that's how they're doing it, instead of just like blow up the planet with your Kamehameha.
Yeah, really, and
like even the villains. Like
there's quite a lot of. Huh?
Even the villains that can blow up the planet, they usually don't do it. Maybe as a last resort, but they never think like, yeah, I'm gonna win this one hard. I'm just gonna blow up the planet. they're gonna all die.
Yeah, there's a lot of times where they, like how back in season 1, I keep forgetting names. Like, what is the one guy's name, the villain from that season? Little green guy.
I know this. Damn it, it's Emperor Pilaf.
Yeah. Emperor Pilaf could have made the wish with the dragons so quickly, but just got intimidated by it. So he dragged it on for like 10 minutes, enough to where, Oolong could just get there and just wish for underwear instead.
Well, how convenient. I guess they could have just sped that up, but, well, I don't know. Maybe it only felt long. Maybe it wasn't too bad.
No. I just mean that if he would have just... I feel like he dragged that out. Like, it's not that it dragged out plot-wise. It was more that he himself, as the villain, dragged things out long enough to where the heroes could come and stop him.
Well, I guess...
I feel like that's what, like you're saying there, with them, all the other villains just being like, oh, I could blow up the Earth anytime, but I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to wait till later and just, do all these other things first. Like, what is it with villains not, putting their best foot forward first, Like, it's always like, oh, I'm going to do it this way, and then I'm going to bring out the big guns.
Yeah, you'd think he'd really have his wish perfectly phrased, so he could just say it as soon as the dragon appears. But I mean, come on, you can't expect people to stay calm when there's a huge dragon coming out. The sky goes dark and everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, but also he did it out in the open too. He could have just, gone far away, so where Goku and all those guys would have to have spent a long time finding him.
Considering that they're really fast, that probably wouldn't have worked.
I mean, they're really fast, sure, but are they fast at finding him? Like, if they didn't know where he would be?
Damn, guess not. I guess they don't have a magical radar until later. Oh wait, no, they have a dragon radar.
Oh yeah, they do have a radar. No, they could find the Dragon Balls that way. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I forgot about that.
I mean, later on they can sense each other's powers, so they can always find each other on the planet, and that's really convenient. But in this case, yeah, I guess the radar would have worked. Damn. Yep, he had to do it as soon as possible. It's the only choice.
And this is kind of going back a little ways, but I thought it was kind of funny how, Bulma was saying in the beginning that there's only a handful of people in the world who know about the Dragon Balls, which is backed up by the fact that most of the people who have the Dragon Balls have had them for years, like Goku's grandfather and that one old woman who lived in the planet where Oolong lived, and a few things like that. Though, at the same time, Bulma just has this radar that can detect them somehow, and no indicator where she got it, and
she made it herself.
No one else had gotten them first.
She's found. Well, she's made the radar herself, but I guess how does she know about the legend of the Dragon Balls? Well, maybe it's a commonly known legend. It's just that no one believes it. But maybe not. I guess most of the time they don't understand. Oh, that's a Dragon Ball. But then again,
yeah, I guess not. I mean, if Roshi didn't know about it, though, I wouldn't imagine it'd be an insanely commonly known legend.
Oh, wait, but he knows about it. I guess he just played dumb.
I mean, he had one of the Dragon Balls and had no idea what it did, so... I mean, maybe he knew about the legend, but I don't know if they ever directly said, oh, that's a Dragon Ball you have.
Wait, did he have the Dragon Ball? Did he give them the Dragon Ball? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, well... Nah, he was definitely playing dumb. He was just like, yeah, you figure out what it does.
Yeah, he says it washed up on shore on his island and that he had no idea what it was.
Yeah, I believe that one. Okay. So he just has all the magical artifacts for some reason. Yep, they just find him.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy it either, but at the same time, he hadn't exactly been too willing to go out and find the others.
Well, why would he? I mean, he could do whatever he wants. He doesn't need the Dragon Balls. I mean, all he could do is become young, I guess. That would be good, but that would be a selfish wish, so he probably wouldn't do it.
Or wish for a girlfriend.
Oh. Well, he doesn't actually want a girlfriend to...
Or then a sex object, then, I guess.
I guess.
Or just a prostitute or something.
I mean, he could buy a prostitute. He clearly just wants to be beaten up by hot women, but he wants to perform them first.
He likes the chase.
Yes. He doesn't want to be weighed down by a solid relationship. He just wants to.
And he doesn't want to. He doesn't just want to just have sex either. That's too easy. Yeah. That's too easy for a Chad like Master Roshi. He only is attracted to girls who don't like him.
That's right.
And so far there has been yet to be any interaction that has disproved that, because so far we have not run into one girl who is into the legend that is Master Roshi.
Well, they're into the legend that is Jackie Chan, I guess. He could just put on the wig and get the girls. But he chooses not to. Or maybe he's just a crazy incel who just literally can't talk to women. I don't know, hard choice.
Well, maybe that's why he became so strong. He was trying to, win the hearts of the ladies by being, just ripped and all that stuff and everything.
Well,
but it took him 50 years to master the Kamehameha wave, so maybe it just took him too long. By the time he got strong enough, he was too old. It's a tragedy, really. And
now his muscles are inflatable. He can get them real big, but not full on. Damn. Poor guy.
Yeah.
I bought my mic there with my headset. Oops. So anyways, that concludes our 40-minute character study of Master Roshi, and come back next time for another episode of Dragon Boys.
Yeah.
Goodbye, and check out Just Jargon's channel.
Or don't. I don't really mind.
So after the podcast, we talked about our YouTube channels. So I guess that's Dragon Boys now. It's just an hour of Dragon Balls and then another hour of talking about random stuff. So keep watching. Or listening, I mean.
I was tempted the other day. I kind of wanted to. You see, I have a green screen. I just a couple months ago got the floor working, which sounds easier than it is, because the green screen, to get the floor to work, you have to like make sure the lighting is spread out really nicely. And so I wanted to test it out. I'm like, okay, what could I do that would require green screening? That would require green screening in my full body. And so I was like, oh wait, what if I tried remaking the Dragon Ball intro, but instead having me in it as Goku, and like green screening myself in, like riding on the cloud and all that stuff.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna suggest that you would want to do this podcast with cameras, because I wouldn't want to do that.
Oh my god, live things though. I imagine how editing the pauses out. There'd be jump cuts every few seconds.
Yes.
With me, anyway.
I guess so. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how long the actual podcast's gonna be. Maybe 30 minutes out of 50.
Well, I'm still recording right now, like you said, and we just broke an hour a minute
Yeah,
ago.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna keep much of this part. Only if something fun is happening.
Kind of a formality, I guess. But yeah, I've been. I'm just like I don't know. I've just kind of been pleased with how things are going. Like I don't know, YouTube wise, things are going pretty good at the moment. Just.
Oh yeah, you're still growing exponentially. Damn, let's have a look.
I'm up to 53,000 right now.
Jeez, too powerful.
Yeah, I've gone up like 20,000 the past month and a half. I finally caught a break. You know, I hit a rough patch for about 6 months.
How many videos did you do in that time?
Well, there was okay, let me actually look. I probably about maybe 20. I don't know.
Oh no,
I don't upload very often because it takes a long time, but
20 in 6 months. Holy shit, that can't be right. You did like 4 in this month.
Yeah, but I was uploading less back then, but you know, not.
There's your
still
problem.
Not a lot, but
you're gonna upload more.
Like I don't know. I've kept trying to upload weekly, which has been very difficult, but you know.
Man, you got so many videos actually. Oh wait, no, never mind. Wow, you started.
I have 120 something, and
you started 6 years ago, and there's a Minecraft Let's Play. Damn.
I'm leaving those up for the meme. As much as I hate them and want to take them down, they're staying up. I don't care how many people tell me no. I've had other, like, I mean, I know you're not telling me, but I've had people tell me just take those down. They're so stupid. They shouldn't be there. I'm like, no, I'm leaving them up.
Oh wow,
I don't care.
And then you look at my channel, it's got like 2,000 videos, and most of them are terrible.
Wait, does it?
Yes, I used to do daily uploads of stupid Let's Plays. Okay, some of those are probably good, I guess. Some of the ones that I did 3 years ago.
I have a lot of videos in total. Like, I used to upload daily with Let's Plays, but most of those are gone just because, to put it in perspective, those old Minecraft Let's Plays that are there, they're awful. But somehow the other stuff was even worse, if you can believe that. And I know you haven't looked at those old Let's Plays, but we're talking about 480p uncut Let's Plays. You can even see me minimizing OBS in the beginning. That's how horrible they were.
Oh no, who would do such a thing?
Yeah, like, I would make some excuse that I was a little kid, but I wasn't, so I'm not even gonna bother trying to justify it.
I mean, it's not really much of a deal.
I mean, I was just doing them for fun. Back then, I had I literally just did YouTube pretty much just because my friends did it, and I kind of wanted to be a part of it, because they literally were like, oh, if you don't have a channel, we're not going to do the videos with you. I'm like, well, can we just play games normally? They're like, no. Like, okay.
Wait, did that happen or did that not happen?
No, it did happen. They pretty much just were kind of like they the funny part is their channels they didn't have more than like 100 subs themselves, but they took it so seriously. I'm like, come on, can't we just play games? They're like, no, we have to make YouTube videos about them. I'm like, but I don't want to make videos. This is stupid.
Oh my god, I have so many videos. Like 4 years ago, I made a video about people saying the word like too much, and I used a clip from a porno where there's this girl and she was saying the word over and over again. Oh god. and then she gave the guy a blowjob and I censored it.
Sounds totally real. Sounds like
Oh yeah, it's something I did, yes.
Did you actually have a lot? I mean, I
Yeah,
haven't.
yeah. I'm looking at my
I haven't,
videos now,
the videos
yeah.
doesn't show up, and the total videos doesn't show up unless you actually search the channel, and then I'm like, I don't know.
And it's so bizarre. I'm like,
Oh, you do genuinely like.
yeah, if you go back like 3 years ago, there's quality content, and then 4 years ago, it's just like daily uploads that have like 50 views. And then every once in a while, there's a video that has like 2,000 views or more in between.
What's your most popular video?
Probably the one I did about releasing the Eternal DLC for Isaac.
Yeah.
Oh god, that one, I could have handled that one much better. I could have grown so much from that, but I squandered it all with daily Let's Plays that weren't even well edited or anything.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say, I don't think squandered is the right word, because, I mean, you still released, a vastly popular game, and, I don't know. I feel like at the time you were probably doing so much that, YouTube probably wasn't on the, even a thought, probably.
No, I'm
right?
doing daily videos. Of course it was a thought.
No, I mean, like, the thought of what you were actually...
I was just trying to be like a PewDiePie, and I thought, oh, I'll just make shitty videos every day. He does shitty videos every day, but they're actually highly edited. Holy shit, why can't I do it? Damn. Oh wow, I made like 200 Let's Plays of my own game. Oh great, the best content.
It's funny. I was at my friend's house a couple months back. I think it was in August, and like, I remember you and I were actually like, that was when we started talking in DMs, and my friend kept playing Binding of Isaac the whole time I was there.
That's pretty good.
Then I told him like, oh hey, I'm talking with Flory, and he's like, oh who? He's like, oh he was he was involved in Binding of Isaac. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah. Sheer coincidence, because I didn't. He was playing Binding of Isaac like before I even mentioned anything.
Yeah, it's crazy how popular it is, isn't it? Damn.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, but I get it a lot where people are like, oh, my friend actually plays it way too much. It can't be stopped.
I think I first heard of Binding of Isaac when I think the game theory video came out on it years ago.
Holy shit, I just scrolled all the way down on my channel and I'm looking at my first video. Oh my god. It's 6 years ago. I guess it wasn't as old as your first video. Damn, guess I should have started sooner. I could have had all this fame.
Well, I had 90 subscribers 2 years ago, so... Yeah. Like, genuinely, and like, I think it's funny... In April of 2018, I had 90 subscribers, and that I think my monthly growth that month was -4.
Oh yeah,
like, yeah.
I lost a lot of subscribers too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's kind of funny because that was like, at that time, like my like 1 month I go from losing 4 subscribers to gaining 1,000 the next month, and it was just like, geez. I mean, I got really lucky. I got really lucky. Like I I got a break really early on, and I'm very glad I did, because I went from having no viewers to just having not a lot, but a decent amount to where it kept me motivated to keep going, and that was what ultimately needed to happen.
Yeah, lucky you. Well, or maybe it was.
Yeah, I'm not trying to brag, right? I'm sorry. I just.
Well, no, I guess you do make fairly good content. I still have to watch like most of it, unfortunately. But yeah.
The thing is, I don't like my content nearly as much right now as I used to, and that's partially because that time where I had that 6-month decline, like I burned out hard, and I got an editor to help, and since then I've been doing my like passion projects that are like really research based, so you know.
Well, that's certainly a good way to go.
Longer scripts that,
That's certainly a good way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the thing is about it, like for instance, I made this 1.5 hour long video about this guy who I'd always wanted to talk about, but the problem is I was thinking before, I was like, am I gonna have to take like a 1.5 month long gap off of making other things in order to get this video out? But pretty much since I've gotten the editor, I've been like, this is great, because I can spend as much time as I need to on every script to get all the information down, and then pretty much the video's done once I finish recording the audio. And I do want to go back, because I miss editing things and having full control and making the videos the way I wanted to, because in my opinion, the stuff before was way better. But I don't know. I don't mean to go on and on. I just I just think that it's been nice having the editor for the time I've had him, because then I've been able to do things that I wouldn't have been able to do without taking a long break. And at this point in where I am, that's just not feasible.
You're not gonna get rid of him, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna ease things down, because I'll every time I want to do a long project, I'll get him, or every time I want to do a project where the visuals don't matter, then I'll do him, or I'll use him for that. But
nice.
The thing is, I'm very, very like OCD with how my videos are, and it's kind of one of those things where if somebody else does it, even if they cut a bunch of corners, if I do it myself, I'm like, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. But if someone else does it, I can kind of get my mind off of that stuff, and it doesn't feel like it's as important. But he's made 20 videos for me, I think, in the past, since he started on Halloween, so it's been 8 months. So 20 videos in 8 months. I'm not planning on just cutting him out, but at the same time, I liked the videos I was making before I was using him, I guess, and it's been very nice having him around, though, so I'm probably gonna always just keep using him, but I don't want the stuff that he makes with me to be the stuff that people associate the most with me. I more want it to be a documentary every now and then versus the stuff that I was making before. And the good news is the stuff I was making before isn't like hugly different from the stuff I'm making now, so it shouldn't, like, I won't have a huge loss of viewers when I switch back things to what I was doing before, but still.
Are you gonna have less videos per month?
With my editor, I'll probably keep up the normal output, honestly. Like, I could be spending more time than I'm doing now, so I'll keep making the videos I was making before, and then anything that would, like, the ones that, like, any time I would have a hard time getting out a video, I'd just go to my editor and I'll whip up a script, whip up some audio, and just have that out to him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I think I'm actually trying out a second editor right now, so I might be releasing even more videos if I actually
nice.
If I actually get around to making them, that is.
Yeah.
And if they actually get me views. I did one on League of Legends and it got like 50 views. That's not good.
Damn. Well, I mean, it won't be. I'm sure it won't be long, and you'll grow a whole bunch. Like, that's
I wish, but it's hard to tell. I mean, it seems like every once in a while I make a video that just isn't, that no one cares about.
No, That can happen. Like, I mean, usually if you uploaded a long time or of the same things a lot, you can kind of tell like what people start. You figure out what people like, or no, not the same. If you upload a bunch of different things, you can kind of figure out what people like. And if you upload the same thing over and over again, eventually you just attract an audience that likes that thing.
Oh no, that's the opposite of what I like to do. I like to do
that's
different things.
That's kind of the problem. Like with me, I was kind of like that before. Like I still will upload videos about pretty much whatever, but typically it's the only constraints I guess for me are it's something on internet related, like about a person or a piece of media, or it's some internet figure, I guess, the YouTuber or whatever. And it's either an ironic commentary or a documentary. So typically just, information based. Like and that kind of stuff tends to hold the channel together. It's just that when you upload stuff about everything, it can get kind of difficult because some people will want some things, some people will want others, and if you've never done like a video about a certain thing before or a certain type of video, people are more likely to not want to watch it,
What a shame.
I mean, it's that's the thing is it's like it's like it's just human nature basically. People tend not to want to venture out of their bubble too much.
I mean, there's some good YouTubers that I watched that could just talk about anything and I'd be into it.
Like a lot of them though, like typically though, it's like you have to build your way up doing one thing, and then once you're established, you can kind of branch out. Which that's not the case for everyone, of course, but typically that's what I don't know, because I think like you have to be introduced to someone through something, and have to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the flow of audience has to come from somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the problem is when you upload a whole bunch of different stuff, it doesn't help with that momentum. Like for instance, like look at someone like JonTron, who he uploaded, all his stuff was related to games, for years and years and years, and he attracted a big loyal audience and was growing. And then is at the point where you can talk about anything, and people know him and people will watch him and all that stuff. But I feel like if he would have taken the same approach years ago, he would have uploaded one video on games, and then it would have attracted some people. Then another one would have attracted maybe a few different people or discouraged his current viewers, and it wouldn't have helped the same momentum, I guess.
Oh no, how tragic. So I guess...
I'm not trying to tell you how to do things. I mean, it's totally... I do know a lot of people who do it the other way around who are still, who still grow vastly, but...
Like who?
I just mean it is a little bit of a more uphill battle, in my opinion.
Yeah, probably is. Well, I mean, whenever I do videos on just one subject, I don't know if I should commit the whole channel to it. Might not be a good idea.
I don't think it's... Because here's the thing. I don't think it's a good idea committing to, like, one subject. Like, if it's a game, especially... Like, I don't mean Binding of Isaac. I just mean, like, let's just say it's a game that, like... Because, I mean, with Binding of Isaac, that'd make a little bit more sense since you made it. But I feel like, for instance, I know a bunch of people who have, like, all the YouTubers who talked about Minecraft, like, years ago, and,
oh, no,
they kept doing it over and over again and didn't branch out to other games. And now Minecraft, when the Minecraft hype died, their channels went right with it.
But isn't it coming back now?
Oh, it is, but... it's back in the sense where, I don't think people are going back and watching all the old Minecraft YouTubers. They're playing Minecraft again and maybe watching PewDiePie play it, but I don't think all I mean is it's very like unpredictable if you put all your eggs into one basket. It's a lot easier to fail, but it's also harder if you do a lot of everything. You kind of have to have that nice mix where one viewer who comes in from one thing can still move on to the next thing pretty well, but they're not like so alike. Those videos aren't so alike where it's a trend that's going to die out, I don't know. That's just kind of my perspective, I guess. Like, I feel like people like movie reviewers are kind of like in a really nice sweet spot because, people want them to talk about movies, but it's one of those things where it's not like a viewer will subscribe because they're talking about one movie and then just expect them to talk about that movie over and over again. But with like Let's Play channels, people subscribe for like, oh, you played this game, and then people wanted them to just keep playing that same game or sequels to it over and over again. Like for instance, like Five Nights at Freddy's people, like,
oh no, the worst.
I mean, like, the thing is, I know people who got popular playing like the first Five Nights at Freddy's game, and then because of that, they kind of had to play all the sequels because it was what their viewers wanted. Then played the fan games, and they've been doing it for so long that their viewers are too stubborn to watch their other stuff. And it's this, I mean, it's messed up, but it's like that does happen. Like, and like for instance, my best friend Dane owns this animation channel, and he made these parodies based on Pokemon, and some based on Five Nights at Freddy's as well, just, you know, on animated media. And the problem is those videos succeeded greatly, but the audience was so stubborn, and they just wanted him to make more of stuff relating to those brands as opposed to branching out and watching his other videos. So it's kind of a, I guess, a bit of a curse as well as a blessing, even though it, you know, got him views.
Yeah, I guess I get it, because I mean, originally I made Let's Plays, and then I made, I covered the expansion I did on Binding of Isaac, which was like 4 years ago, I guess, and that got me fairly popular. But then I didn't know what to do in the meantime, and then I
will say, like, Binding of Isaac is slightly different in your case, because that's what I think a lot of people know you for, and
that is it, of course.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of your audience was.
So now that I'm not doing that anymore, I mean, working on Isaac, now I finally brought back a series where I'm talking about Isaac again, which is popular again, where it's like they want this specific thing from me, the Isaac, and then they don't. It's awkward any other time.
But that's the thing, is what you have to do is, I think you're, like, I feel like there are a lot of YouTubers who they get to a certain point doing something, you know, that doing one thing, and then they've gotten too big, they're too well known for doing just that thing, and then it's impossible for them to branch out. But I think you're still at a nice sweet spot where if you keep making different stuff, you don't just have to, you could still just not be known as just the person, you know behind Binding of Isaac, you know. You still have a lot of growing room to be known as other things. Like, for instance, when I made my video off of Mumkey, that was my first video, review style video at least, and it got me most of my subscribers at the time. Like, I had 1,200 subs, and all but 90 of them were from the Mumkey video, and the 90 that were there before weren't active. Like, my channel was dead before. And then because of that, I was just known as the guy who talked about Mumkey Jones. So
oh wow.
I basically, what I did was I released a few more Mumkey related videos, and then got people used to the review style, and then slowly branched out, and eventually got lucky enough with the algorithm again to where I could get more things. And now I'm known as like 50 different things. Like, oh, I'm the guy who made the joke videos about ER. Oh, I'm the guy who talked about Leafy. Or, oh, I'm the, like, there's a couple. I'm the guy who talked about this, and hopefully I won't be known as the guy for very much longer.
You don't want to be the guy? Oh.
I don't mean to tread into controversial territory there, but, I will say with you, though, I genuinely think your stuff is good, though. Like, you definitely have a lot of range, like, with like, podcast stuff, and, your animator, and, there's a lot of, I think you have a lot of potential with that, and I wouldn't be surprised if you blew up way bigger than me, so.
Well, I wish. I mean, eventually, I guess I'll just pay. I'll just advertise big, and then I'll see. I mean, obviously the important stuff will be to sell the games, so I'll probably make some deals with YouTubers to advertise those, and then I'll see if I'll get some residual growth on my YouTube channel that way.
You could also just if you wanted literally just pay for advertisements, not like necessarily sponsorships, but you could just, YouTube has a feature where you can just pay to have your product advertised.
Oh yeah, but that's not a great way of doing it, I guess.
A lot of people have ad block, but yeah.
It's pretty expensive. Well, I mean, I think you can pay to be like in the recommended stuff for people.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure. I don't know if that's marked as advertisements or not.
Yeah, I would kill to do that. I just take all my YouTube earnings and funnel them back into being recommended, and then just
Oh, you would? Well, you can. The problem is it's expensive if you do it in the first world, I guess. I mean, it's not. Well, it is kind of expensive, I guess. I think it's like more than 3 cents per click in US, unless you want to like do it really inefficiently. But yeah,
Wow.
you should check it out. They always have like promo codes where you get like $80 for free if you advertise for $40.
Like, you mean like those?
It's Google AdWords that does that.
Yeah, I've heard of AdWords before. Yeah, that is interesting.
I mean, not that it would matter at your point, because I mean, if you want to increase your your viewership by like 10%, you'd probably have to spend like $10,000 or something at that point.
Jesus.
I mean, considering that you already have high numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping, like, my only real goal in all this is I want to get to 100K so I can get that that plaque to hang on my wall. But that's it. That's all I want.
Oh.
I mean, that's not all I want out of YouTube. I want to make a lot. There's a lot of videos I want to make, and there's a lot of people I want to meet and talk to. But subscriber or view wise, I know a lot of people set these like, oh, I want to get to 1 million, or I want to get to this, I want to get to that. But I just want a plaque. Like, I don't care about having a giant audience or about any of this stuff. I just think those plaques are cool.
Oh no. You just want to commit suicide and have a plaque in the background of your dangling corpse. Damn.
Well, no, I'd have it buried with me. Is the thing. Like when I'm at least.
Well, you put that in your will, I guess.
Yeah, bury me with my YouTube plaque. My only like. I died very young and pretty much broke, but at least I had 100,000 subscriber plaque. Like.
Oh my god. That's it. I just had to make a joke, and you're running with it. Damn. That's it now. Now you're
Wait,
suicidal.
You made a joke? I don't see any joke here.
Oh no. that was your sincere life goal.
I mean, not. Oh man. I mean, it would be pretty cool to get one, but like.
I mean, sure.
If that's my only goal, then that's that. Oh God.
You must have it before you die.
Yeah.
So I guess you're halfway there. Maybe it'll take you a year if you do really well. I mean,
I am hoping, like, if I have a few more, like, I gained, like, it says in the past 28 days, like, on my dashboard thing, I've gained 12,720 subscribers, apparently.
God, and, like, must be nice.
Yeah, it's been insane. Like, I mean, that's not just like, oh, just any other day for me. This is, like, big for me too. Like, I mean, keep in mind, that's 20% of my total audience, and I've been doing this for, look, I think 2.5 years now, so that's, in the last month, that's insane, but I'm not trying to brag about analytics here, I'm just hoping that, I mean, I just mean that I've been really lucky recently, and that's been nice. I mean, I'm hoping, and hopefully you can too, honestly, and I will say, it does tend to get easier unless you have like a really bad couple months out of the blue or you mess up or something like that. The worst of it is always behind you pretty much.
Well, I don't know about that. I made some really good videos that got no views at some point, but then again I spammed bad videos at the same time, so it's hard to tell if I have the potential to even maintain an audience. I mean, I don't know if I'll be...
I think you do. I don't know. I will admit I've just gotten very lucky too. So like, and that's half the battle. Honestly, is just that first wave of luck. You know, because there's a lot of people who make really good stuff, and it's just about the matter of people who also can get lucky. And like
you keep saying that, but I don't see any YouTubers that actually have really good stuff and no one's watching it.
Well, that's because you don't see them at all. Like they're the people.
Oh, I see a lot of YouTubers. I would know if there were.
Well, I mean, like I've seen like. I don't watch a whole bunch of niche YouTubers, but I do know people who were making really good stuff while they were at a small level, I guess, who now are bigger and who I've been able to see because I don't know. I will say there's a loud or there's a silent majority out there of they're not necessarily making great content, but they have potential, and I feel like, you know, I don't know.
Oh, potential, right? I mean,
you know, it's not like...
Well, sadly, potential is worthless. The same way that ideas are worthless. All that matters is execution.
Yeah, the thing is with YouTube, though, it is very fickle. Like, it's very... I don't know. I'd be curious if I've debated, like, making a small side channel and just trying to start over from zero and just seeing if... I don't know. I mean...
Oh, no, what a waste of time.
Huh?
What a waste of time.
Yeah, I know. No, it definitely would be. But I am legitimately curious. Like, if I hadn't had gotten my little stroke of luck in the beginning, and then, kept getting lucky afterward. I'm curious, how long would it take to get to where I am now if I started over?
Well, I mean, it depends how much you're gonna give yourself initially. I mean, if you start with literally 0 views, then it'll probably take quite a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's like,
I mean, you could probably easily give yourself like 100 views somehow.
I mean, if I told my subscribers, I need you to go subscribe to this channel, it would probably it wouldn't get many subscribers, but it would have a decent start. But
it depends how you do it. You could probably make it so you get, I don't know, like 10,000 if you do it really well.
Yeah, the thing is, I've done I've done things kind of like this before. Like, for instance, I had basically a shout out type thing where I was just shouting out a bunch of these other channels, and I watched their growth. And like at the time, I had about 20K when I made that video, and I think the biggest channel went up about 200 subscribers, and I have a second channel that has 400 subscribers right now. And I've mentioned it in videos recently, so I don't know. But if I made a dedicated video just telling people to subscribe and that was the whole point, I don't know how many I'd be able to do. But
man, I was playing with the idea of making like a far right channel and a far left channel. Just doing really political content and see which one would do better. But then again, that would obviously be a waste of time. But then in the end,
I would come... that I think both would just get, like, the moment both got monetized, I think everything would get demonetized instantly because of politics in general. I feel like they'd both get struck
I never
down.
cared about monetization, but...
Well, no, but it's not about monetization, but when you're demonetized, that actively, like, restricts your growth.
Yeah, I guess I'll never know, considering I'm not even up there yet where I can be monetized.
You have over 1,000 subscribers. Do you have, like, how many watch hours do you need?
I think I have like 3,000. It's nowhere near enough.
Oh, you're 3/4 of the way there then.
Well, yeah, but it keeps draining.
Oh.
Let me see. It shows 2,300. Fuck, that's bad. I'd have to double my views and keep it up for an entire year. Holy shit. Even with my latest good videos, I didn't get that much. Oh, God. Daunting. How much watch time did I get? God, I only have 250 per the last 24 days. 28 days. Watch time hours, that is. Oh my God. I'll never get monetized. And then I'll never know.
You know, oops. if you get one thing that blows up decently well, that should propel you over the threshold, and then you can apply.
I mean, it would have to be a long thing, otherwise it wouldn't get many watch time hours.
Yeah, but
And long things don't really blow up that well.
Actually, long things, to be honest, like, I've had really good luck. Like, when my videos got longer, they started blowing up more, honestly.
Well, lucky you. Well, I mean,
Like,
they're pretty well
No,
edited,
I mean, I'm not trying
guess.
to just... Not trying to, gloat or anything by saying that, but I mean, like, my most, like, in terms of, like, my most popular video is 19 minutes. My second one is, I think, 11 minutes. And my third most popular one is 45 minutes.
Well, maybe I should...
No, the fourth most popular one, I think, is then, like, an hour and a half. So, and considering most of my stuff is usually about 10 to 15 minutes, those were all sort of out of the norm, I guess you could say.
I wonder if people would like it if I released all of my Isaac videos compiled together in one long video.
I mean, you could try. That would honestly... I think that might honestly work.
I mean, I guess I mean, I know I wouldn't click on it if I saw it. It's like, I'll rather click on each video, but okay.
Well, keep in mind, a lot of people, like, compilation videos are kind of like, they don't take much time, obviously, but to be honest, a lot of viewers just want to watch it all in one go.
I mean, there's a playlist for that.
Yeah, I just mean, it's like, when it's not when it's just one video, it's uninterrupted, and
God, who knows how long that would even be? It could end up being like 10 hours if I did that. Because they're like 10 minutes, and I think I'll make about 50 of them. So damn.
Well, if 100 people watch that to the end, then you get the 1,000 watch hours you need.
Oh yeah, I guess I would. Damn. Yeah, maybe I should promote that video then.
I've done. I've only done. I mean, my stuff doesn't really lend itself to compilation stuff, but I did one. Like it was a 2-parter, and I think the second part kind of like and then I posted. I did a 2-parter, and then I uploaded the full version, and then full version got more views. But yeah.
Oh, it did? Wow. Well,
yeah,
I mean,
part
with
of it was
2 parts,
they came
sure.
out so far apart that I wanted to put them both in one version so people wouldn't have to scour through the backlog to find the first one.
Yeah, maybe if I take long enough, it'll be actually worthwhile making a compilation, and then I'll finally be monetized. Too bad it'll take about a year to do anyways. Damn. Yeah, I don't know if you've watched the Isaac videos. My editor puts a crazy amount of effort into those.
I haven't yet, no.
Oh, damn. Missing out.
I'll check them out, though, and, like, I am curious, especially, like, because I have, like, I am curious what you'll say, because I know, like, I've seen Binding of Isaac around a lot, and I know kind of, I haven't actually ever played it, because I don't play a lot. I really very rarely ever play games, but I know a lot about Binding of Isaac.
Well, you'll be experiencing a mathematical rabbit hole, I guess, where you can learn about all kinds of science and stuff. It's highly educational, really. I
guarantee you. Okay, here's one video that would get. Like, there's one way I think that you could just get over the threshold if you really wanted to. This would be a really, really dirty trick, but you could do it, I think.
Yeah.
Make a video with no thumbnail, like a black screen, and just call it Binding of Isaac 2.
God damn it. Edmund might sue me. No, actually, I don't know, but...
You mean don't do that, obviously, that's mean, but I guarantee you that would get a lot of attention.
Man, I hate that whenever you're looking up something like that and then there's just like a fake trailer that's just a black screen.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm saying don't do it, because I hate that too, but I'm just saying, if you want a way to get up there, that'll work. I think, anyway.
Probably not when you're going by watch time.
I mean, maybe, but you just have to. That's why you just have to lie for like about 10 minutes, and then. I'm kidding. Don't do. Or maybe save that for an April Fool's Day upload. That'd be funny.
Oh god, yeah, okay. Everyone will believe Binding of Isaac 2 on April Fools.
Well, it's the only time you could release that without getting a lot of flack. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I will say making more Binding of Isaac content definitely has a chance of keep getting the watch time up higher.
Yeah, I guess
though again,
it's fairly long too, so it's probably great. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and once you get past that threshold though of getting monetized, I have found in my personal experience that videos started getting promoted more often like after I was monetized. Like I noticed.
Maybe I just have to do something then.
Like genuinely, like I had like, see, here's the thing. I had 2 videos that were over, like, I think that got over 10,000 views before I was monetized, and afterwards I've had like dozens. Like, and it started even the month after I got monetized, like a few days, because I remember I got monetized on Halloween actually, and that November, like, I think like 3 or 4 videos blew up, and usually I have like 0.
Man, that's crazy. That means that
again,
that everyone
I'm just
who's
one person, and I'm one channel. I do not know how this works for everybody, but from my own experience, that's what I guess worked for me. And so I would honestly say just try to get past that threshold and get the channel monetized, and then hopefully you should be able to. It should be a little bit easier from there, I guess.
Oh man, imagine. So if we're looking at it that way, then we have a whole like underclass of YouTubers who are just like really oppressed by the system because they can't get monetization.
I mean, genuinely, like that actually is like the way it works to some extent, because YouTube, people have showed that YouTube, there are studies that show that YouTube gives more attention to monetize videos than not. And there is a slight way to cheat the system if you're curious, and that's to get every video copyright claimed, and then there's ads on them, and then YouTube will give them special treatment.
Is that right? I guess I have a lot of copyrighted videos that actually have done well. Oh, God.
And funny enough, guess what? This is very sad to say, but my 1st and 4th most popular video have been copyright claimed since day 1.
Oh, God.
That's about, I think, $1,500 to $2,000 that wasn't mine because of that. But
is this the secret to YouTube success? Holy shit.
I genuinely... Okay, I know... with Turkey Tom, he would copyright claim his own videos on purpose when he was smaller, and he apparently like got them to blow up because of it. Like, there's no way to prove that wouldn't have happened if he hadn't done that, but that's what he has said on occasion, that's the reason he used to do that, and he said it worked. So.
That fucking guy, oh my God.
Yeah, really.
Well, I guess that would mean that I actually...
He's hard to love, but he's even harder to hate.
What?
Turkey Tom, I don't know.
Well, he's very problematic. You should not associate.
He's funny. I like him. I mean, he's kind of a dick, but I don't know. I don't care what people's politics are. If they're fun, then that's all I care about.
I guess.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just not a political person.
Well, you should still not associate yourself with far-right people if you're not a political person.
I mean, ER was pretty nice, to be honest.
Wait, did you actually make a positive video on him?
I mean, my video it was neutral, like you couldn't tell what my opinion was, but, it was a joke video, because I told you most of the videos are ironic, and that video, the joke was that I was like calling him a Nazi, but I was calling him a Nazi based on, like, I wasn't watching his videos. I was watching shit posts I mean, I'm not saying he isn't a Nazi, because there is a legitimate debate as to whether or not he is, but the joke was I was just looking at things that didn't even count as evidence and saying that was evidence for it. And the joke was that I got him to actually give me some dubbed over clips for the second video that were things that didn't happen in the videos. So then I went to watch the videos and be like, hey, I'm going to prove it. And then I watched the videos and he says things that weren't in the originals. And I'm like, that's the joke, is that people think I'm going to watch his videos, but in actuality, it's just
You actually worked with him, you madman. Oh my god.
To be fair, he was actually one of the nicest people. Like, he was like really like he was like, yeah, oh yeah, I can do this for you. Like, I'm like, oh cool. He was really quick with everything, really responsive, really nice. I don't know.
Yeah, just don't ask him about the Jews, I guess.
I mean, again, I don't know whether or not what he says is real or not. It may be, it may not be, but all I know is from my interaction, he is a nice guy. So if that counts for anything.
Oh no. Well, you know, Hitler.
We don't
was
talk
probably...
very much. Like, we talked back then for like about a week, and then that was it. But
well, what if Hitler was a nice guy? You gotta be more careful with politics. What are you doing?
Well, that's the thing is, I'm not like, I mean, I'm like, I forgot where I was going with that. I was gonna say something like, well, I'm not, hanging around gassing Jews with Hitler, so I feel like as long as I'm not,
well,
as long as I'm not partaking in any of the bad activities, I feel like I'm fine.
No, that would make you a useful idiot. You gotta be careful. You can't be passively supporting Hitler. That's how he wins.
I don't think ER is literally. I mean, if ER ever goes out, and I don't know, because I just feel like most, like, he hasn't. I mean, he's really edgy and says a lot of shit, but I feel like, I don't know. I don't. As long as I don't. I don't know. Never mind.
Damn.
I'm trying to think of. I just think I have never even acknowledged his jokes before, so I feel like as long as I don't do that, like, I mean, I'm not even supporting him. I had him in a video and I didn't even say anything positive or negative about him, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's obviously some kind of platforming.
I mean, people. Like, if people find out about him through me, then that would honestly be more difficult than just to find out, like, I don't know. Because, I mean, PewDiePie himself shouted out the guy, so...
And he retracted that because it was a bad thing to do. Even, you're more problematic than PewDiePie now? What the hell?
Oh, man.
That's what happens.
Yeah. There's been a lot of, like, I've had a lot of weird experiences with people, with YouTubers and stuff before. It's been kind of strange.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous. So I guess I could just, like, find a way to pay my way to getting monetization.
You honestly could, like, if you put ads promoting your channel or something like that. I'm sure that would, add up to something.
I actually got banned from AdWords for some Dropbox related reason, so I guess I gotta watch out for that one. Yeah, don't personally promote Dropbox referral links with AdWords. Just use a website that does that for you instead. That's better. But yeah, I guess I'd have to do some kind of collaboration with some bigger YouTuber to achieve it.
I mean, I wouldn't, my viewers don't tend to move too far from my videos. They just, like, I'll tell them I'll shout out something, and it doesn't do much, typically.
Well, it probably won't be enough, but we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, I'll definitely tweet out the next Dragon Boys episode. I tweeted out the first one, but now my Twitter's growing a little bit more. Maybe that'll do much more of a difference.
Oh, is it? Let's see. Are
it's
you
not
getting
too
big
much
everywhere?
More. It's like,
oh, okay.
Huh?
2,300. Video is unavailable. Oh. Oh, just something you posted.
Oh yeah, the H3, the YouTube.
Damn. Man,
anyway, but yeah. Oh, but hey, I think I'm gonna head out here. It's 4:30 a.m. my time, and I am really, I do really think this talk is fun. It's just I do need to get up somewhat early tomorrow because I'm going to drive out and and grab the next video from my editor. So.
Are you driving for that? Holy shit!
Yeah, I have to go to the library to even download it.
Ah, That's horrible. Wait, but can't you just let it download slower overnight?
Remember how I told you that my internet goes out every few hours?
Right.
Google Drive doesn't resume. Like if I grab it from Google Drive, it will just stop, and then it will cancel like halfway into the night, and I won't have any way.
Just use Dropbox then, Jesus.
I've tried that too, but it's one of those things where sometimes I'll wake up and it won't even be done yet. Like,
damn.
Yeah,
well,
it's just, and it doesn't help that usually I'll have to go out and actually like I'll have to drive out to get it, and then drive out a couple days later to upload it again.
Damn.
Because I obviously have to watch it and give feedback if there's any corrections needed. Because usually there is, like, more often than not.
So is there no way you could pay to upgrade your servers?
There's only one service provider around here.
Yeah, but don't they have different tiers of users?
Not around here. I'm in a very rural area. There's a new provider that's gonna come up soon, but not quite yet.
Man, you're basically like the kids from that show. Ah, God, Stranger Things, where they have to go to the hill and put up the radio so they can hear from the girlfriend in the next town.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, jeez.
Oh, God.
It's not good around here at all.
Terrible. I thought you were going to college somewhere. Isn't that near a town?
I am, and that's usually like it's online though right now, so I'm not. I can't. Yeah, though the college is it's actually farther away than the library is, so it's not even worth it.
Oh, wait, isn't there internet college?
There is, and it's really good, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not physically going there right now, so I.
Right,
like,
I guess it'll be easier once you go there again. That was how I kept uploading
videos. Like I would go to the college and do it, but now, like I would do it while I was there, but now I'm not going anywhere, so.
Wait, do you live with your parents?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, well, I guess in that case you'll have to move out eventually anyway, so I guess you'll just have to find a place with internet.
I'm moving out far away from here because I'm going to move where there's the actually decent internet.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, sorry for talking so long, but are you gonna?
Yeah, it was fun though.
Are you gonna download Cosmic Express?
I will, yeah, and I'm sorry I haven't done that. In fact, I'll probably grab that while I'm actually out. Because that's probably, depending on how big it is, that might be another one of those things that I'll have to, that will take a long time if I,
No, it's tiny. It's really small. You can probably download it from home.
How small are we talking about? I'm just out of curiosity, like.
Fine, let me look it up.
I mean, I'm just.
I'm just clicking on it now. Let's see. Wait, no, that's Steam Cloud local files. 200 megabytes.
Oh, that should be fine.
Yeah, it should.
That'll take about.
It's tiny.
3 hours with my download speed, but.
How long?
3 hours.
What?
Yes,
Impossible.
Let me say this. When I upload 500 megabyte YouTube videos, it takes the whole night.
Yeah, upload, but not download.
Yeah, upload, but download's even slower is the thing. Like,
well, that's the opposite of everywhere else.
Well, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't time it very often, but I just know it. I don't know. It takes a long. I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know, but anyway, yeah. I will I'll probably just grab the game though while I'm out. Just kill two birds with one stone.
Are you always on a laptop?
Huh?
Are you always on a laptop?
No. I'll grab like the installer for it, or no. I'll add it to my Steam library at least.
Right.
Maybe. Well, actually, yeah. I can't.
Well, would you put it on a USB stick or something? Damn.
That's usually. I actually don't know how to install games on USB. I know my friend does it all the time. Is there? I was thinking, I'll just get the installer, but that's not how it really works with games, is it? I'll figure it out. I'll definitely try it out next couple days, though. Like I'm just trying to get all the things wrapped up. I guess,
Sure. Well, looking
Yeah.
forward to discussing that game then.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Cool. Well, I guess I'll leave you to it then.
All right, talk to you later. This was fun.
It was. Don't
Yeah,
forget to
so should we
send the
watch
file.
Dragon Ball? Like, I'd prefer if we kept this monthly. We don't necessarily have to, but I will say I will have difficulty keeping it up if we do it every 2 weeks.
Well, we should do stuff in between if we do it monthly then. Like the game. We should do
Yeah,
that.
I'll check into that.
So if we do that, well, I guess that would actually take you a while too to play. Oh no.
Uh,
Well, we'll see how far you get, I guess. I mean, you can look up the solutions if you want. It's not gonna kill you.
yeah. Well, I'll try it out at least, and I'll see how far I can get into it.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll definitely get into a point where I have some stuff to say about it during a chat about it.
Sweet. All right. Well, see you then. Thanks for talking.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.